Iron Flats Exile. Shifter Realms. By Elle Thorne. Prologue. Houston, Texas. Rachel Kane juggled her keys and her latte, and her bag and today's mail from one hand to the other. It wasn't bad enough it was damned near 100 degrees in Houston, and the AC in her car was on the fritz. But now her hair was wind-blown and a mess, she was sure, and her face was probably red as the dickens after the drive in 5 o'clock traffic down Montrose. Traffic would be a generous description. Because of a fender bender, freaking Montrose Boulevard was a damned parking lot. And her iced latte was sweating up a storm in her palm, slick as hell, threatening to spill while she tried to get the door open. Where the hell was her boyfriend? Couldn't Michael hear her out here fumbling? His truck was in the driveway, so he was definitely home. Well, unless someone stopped by to pick him up to go somewhere. But he hadn't told her he had plans tonight. They moved in together a year ago. Her first serious boyfriend after college, and her education ended 3 years ago. One could say her love life had been non-existent in school. And for those 3 lonely years after. One could also say Rachel Kane was more interested in pursuing her education and her career after her grandfather had passed, leaving her alone in the world, but at least with enough money to get through college, get a degree, and then a soul-stealing job as a data analyst for a no-name branch of the local Houston government. But hey, she had her boyfriend. So what more did she need from life? It didn't matter if her job didn't exactly light any fires in her. She had Michael. Right now she wished she had Michael. To help her unlock the door and go inside. She jutted her hip out, leaning against the wall as she reached for. Shit. Her latte was slipping out of her hand. She instinct snatched it tighter. Latte explosion. All over her favorite shirt and her favorite shoes. Damn it. Double shit. The damned plastic cup had given under the pressure and lost the battle. It caved like a paper boat in a whirlpool. And if that wasn't enough, she realized her face was dripping the foamy, milky coffee concoction. She heaved a sigh and let the cup go. She'd clean it up later. The mail had a few brown splatters, but who cared? Rachel pouted at the sight of her ruined shoes. She'd never get the coffee out of that fabric. She never even wore them on days which threatened to rain. And now this. With one hand suddenly a lot freer, she snagged her keys from her bag and opened the door, pushing on it with the hip that had already been resting against the wood. The sound of a giggle reached her ears.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?